But that doesn't...
What are you looking at?
Something doesn't feel right.
Are you...
Hello, my name is Katabe. You may know me as the editor for Yodasi Films. Without fail, you probably have seen my editing style as I do most of the editing of the effects into the stuff. I do not do coloration or genre editing. That would be Alex Partimo and Kevin Fosbach. I hope you are happy with my assessment. As for this, you'll notice there are certain things, such as this example. When now you notice what the scene is without everything. As you are looking, you'll probably notice that there is no bullet flash, no sound, no nothing. That at most there is the clicking within the actual frame. So you could do something like the Majahir flash and bullet hits barrel, which are both used specifically for this. Bullet flash is created by our... Well, sorry, I'm completely staging out. Bullet flash is created by our help with Dieter Jones, who has helped us with this. Either way, next you are going to go to color. You're going to go into tone, turn up the saturation to your liking, and to turn up the contrast also to your liking. For example, the contrast we'll put it at is 45. You generally want to keep the brightness the same. Now go to chroma key. Turn your tolerance down to 48 and your offset to the number of your thing. For us, it's a 77. If you know, you know. Now make sure it works on screen and that it is colorated right. We will send that when it becomes a thing. Now you want to go frame by frame, which you can use that method, or if you have the shortcut on your keyboard, you can press arrow left to go forward, or arrow right, arrow left to go backward, arrow right to go forward. Like that. A good choice, by the way, is to split it, like I just did. Now, much like landlords, there are pointless parts of the green screen, such as those that have nothing behind or forward from it. You want to keep at least 3 or 4 frames after, just to be sure. However, it is best to remove the useless landlord-esque frames before and after. Put it down as much as you can, and then you need to find it, shrink it, and angle it right. I will show you soon. Once it is angled right, as you can see, you'll want to go over and try it to check and make sure everything is working correctly. As such, you can notice I am copying and pasting. you'll want to copy and paste your green screen effect, and you will need to, as shown, move it to certain areas. Occasionally you will not have it be perfect, but as long as it is within 2 frames of each other, it should be fine. Now click on your thing, and I will skip to next, where we will be able to show our full thing. Now that I have skipped forward, you will notice that there is a very big glaring issue. There is some places that look like they do not line up. So, you may want to zoom in a little further. You'll do that soon. But you will import your noises. For example, in this, Baza here, noises, ACP. Now you want to make sure it was within 2 frames. Like such. When it is finally there, you must test to see if it works. As if it does not, there is no reason in keeping it. Such as that, it seems to have worked. You also, again, want to get rid of the useless parts of the audio. Copy and paste to your liking. We will show you the rest without speaking. Here you will have to notice that there are some point pieces that may or may not line up perfectly down to the microsecond, but to the millisecond they will. Here I will briefly show you the next part. So you see everything seems to be in order. But you'll notice here that there is something important. There is no blood in his bullet wound. Such things make no sense within a framework of reality. There will always be blood. I just realized how very disturbing that sounds of me. When you were shot, there will be blood. So, let's bring in our blood. It will be on the blood regime. And that is, we bring it in and do something similar. As the way Filmora works, you generally need to make sure there is an open area for it. Now, as usual, sometimes you'll need to speed up the action is being done.
Come on, man. I don't know. What is next? Jeez, man. Sorry, man.
Sometimes, keep in mind, you'll need the right color. Here, you will need a slightly high saturation and slightly lower contrast than before. Again, your chroma key, 77 and 48. So, you'll notice this, go frame by frame. right about there should work. And take it, line it up, and keep it going until you have it. You're I'm assuming, but you must sometimes do that too. For example, frame 2 is the frame. She'll need to go right here. Then, of course, you might know this. Yes, there's no point to keeping it that far out. So in keeping it that far out, you might notice there is one important thing we must do. And it is simply, we must cut our thing short. Next, we have to mention the motion tracking. This is quite simple. You find something, for example, the logo on Evan Kashinda's Goose-down jacket, and you have a quick, very quick motion tracking. There you want to put it with the thing you are looking for, in this case, Blood Tajim. You then sometimes need to extend or distend the use of the thing. In this case, extend and split, so that it shows more blood rather than just being a quick flash. See there? How it follows his body. So it seems to work like that. You'll then notice he will fall. And I think it is important for me to just let you see what I do here. As we import, you need noise, which is quite simple. In this case, we have CFT rifle, which is a made-up rifle within the Fauna Society universe. Again, make it as close as possible, and make sure that everything sounds correct. Such as that. In the case of sniper rifles, it is best to have it be slightly before if it is in close range, or slightly delayed if it is in far range, due to the fact of how bullets and sound work. Now you might think, okay, that does not sound like it is from a distance, nor does the blood look slow enough. Well, you, my friend, is what we will do. We will distend the blood a little bit. As you can see, it works. So we cut it further. Now we have that sniper rifle. And this is where something useful comes in. It says equalizer. For example, there's low bass, which might sound good until you realize, oh, that sounds far too muffled. So, hum removal, mid. And volume displacement, mid. That will help. But now it sounds too close, yet too far simultaneously. A good trick for this is to use an actual beta filter. Now, there are two that many will think of, which would simply might not always work. One is Sparkle, but now that sounds too electronic. So, let's use acoustic and weak noise displacement. Well, that sounds like a good rifle from the year 2025. Now, the place is calling me. Enjoy this completed scene, and hopefully you will be seeing Final Society 2 in theaters, limited, and on YouTube when it releases.
So, you're early?
What the hell's a barrel?
This! Filled with concrete. Bullet fucking proof.
So what's the occasion?
The occasion? It's simple. Remember how there was all those people pissed in the Yukon, Alaska? That's the thing, Dennis. People aren't very happy right now. They're not. They don't know what's good for them. And they don't know what's way out there. What's next?
Come on, man. I don't know.
What is next?
Jeez, man. I really don't know.
Sorry, man. I am so fucking sorry. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I need some sleep. But that doesn't...
What are you looking at?
Something doesn't feel right. Are you... Tajim! Ah, Jesus, man. I'm glad you're still kicking. I hear shots. I get it, but where?
Light orange house, second story, left side.
Will do. Holy shit. We really just did that, didn't we?
With the infrastructure project near Fairbanks already underway, some are hopeful for the project, whilst others seem to be somewhat unnerved by it, claiming that it is a breach of their rights. Back to you, Cassandra.
Today, communications are in chaos as an assassination against Premier Tajim had taken place. Though unknown, it is thought to be the work of the Yukon Independence Front. As such, an investigation has been launched into the intent and execution of this attempted assassination plot, as well as those involved. In other news, the search for a cargo ship lost in the Bering Strait has been called off.